So, do you have an argument? Tell me how feminism has improved the lives of women and children when I just opened with all these statistics.
Here's your argument, because I want to move on to
statistics. Tell me how feminism has improved the lives of women when all it did was allow them to vote and also open their own bank accounts and not be slaves to their husband and have a career and a job and yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. Oh, look at the rates, the suicide rates. Ah. Yeah, I don't know, but women's lives were so much better when we lobotomized them. That was, famously, women had much better lives when that was going on. This video is so fucking stupid. I'm not even gonna say what the title is, man.
Shapiro gets laughed off the stage in the debate against Rachel Wilson. Let's see this. I'm really excited for this. Rachel's great, so let's see.
Rachel Wilson debated Brian Shapiro, and this went very badly for him. It's also really funny.
The Johns Hopkins School of Public Health, I'll take their word over yours. They said...
What was this guy thinking? Like, did he think it was going to be easy because it was Rachel Wilson? Like, what did he think? Like, why would you do this willingly? Like, why?
Number one reason why women don't want to bring children into the world is something called the economy, Rachel. Now let's talk a little bit about the economy real quick. Hold on.
Rachel is easily able to answer this.
Do you know how long the birth rate has been below replacement levels? Any idea?
I'm sorry, you asked me a question?
Yes, during the prosperity of the early 90s, when we had one of the best economies we've had, why was the birth rate below replacement then?
Sure. So I'll answer that, but I'll start by saying this. I don't know what's so funny.
The lack of self-awareness is hilarious. Brian seems to have no idea how bad this looks.
I think you saying that makes you retarded. So first of all, to use that word and to call... No, it's not cool for her to use that word.
But I'm allowed to use that word. To me, the most funny exchange is when they start talking about the word retarded.
To say that just because we don't believe in what you believe, that people are retarded.
Because, bro, that's retarded.
Okay, good. So let me be very clear, okay?
And Brian is using the word himself while claiming it is wrong to use. I mean, the hypocrisy here is comical.
To call people retarded because they don't believe in the religion that you believe in, or they don't believe in God, is so beyond absurd and bigoted in nature. It's ridiculous.
Is that what you're saying?
It's ridiculous. No, you are. So what I was going to say,
where's your argument? Do you have an argument?
Yeah, where is it?
Make Andrew a sandwich and be quiet.
Throughout this whole debate, you can hear the audience.
What did he say?
Why
would you do this?
Do you have an argument?
Yeah, where is it?
Make Andrew a sandwich and be quiet.
Throughout this whole debate, you can hear the audience.
Oh my god, dude, this guy is crashing out. Oh my
oblivious to why
god.
they're laughing.
Okay, like I said before, okay, I think that I'm expanding it, okay? Not only should white people not be allowed to say crash out anymore, neither should VTubers, okay? And especially white VTubers, okay? No more using the word crash out. Just shut the fuck up. Just say nothing, please. Instead of saying that, or say anything else. Literally fucking anything. My head is fucked up, man. Alright, anyway, let's
They're laughing.
20 million. Andrew, do you have a cigarette?
This guy does suck.
So listen.
I know it's gotta be embarrassing getting your butt licked by a housewife.
So he claims to be fighting misogyny, but when you look at these clips, many people on the left would recoil and claim that's misogynistic. He's telling her to make a sandwich, to be quiet.
You're mocking me for making arguments, and yet you want to insult.
I mean, it's just stupid. Like, who cares? Like, yeah, I mean, between these two people, and I barely know anything about these two people, but I would guess that the woman is probably more misogynistic generally. But yeah, that's not like a funny thing to say. That's not like haha funny misogyny, okay? It's stupid. It's just fucking dumb. Like, he wasn't making a point. Okay? I think that funny misogyny is okay if you are making a point. Okay? If you're just like being misogynistic because you think it's funny to be misogynistic, then yeah, that's like it. And I see a lot of people doing that, and it's just lame. It's just not funny. That's it. Okay. If you got nothing to say, don't say anything.
I support. Wait, hold on. 10 seconds.
At some point, I have to be able to
at some point you will. Finish the sandwich.
And this is Brian's MO.
Finish the
Rather than
sandwich.
continuing with the logic, he tries to claim that your argument makes you a bad person. Essentially, just
that was actually a pretty good follow-up. Again, he didn't really have a point, but like finish the sandwich. Come on, he thought of that on the spot. That's pretty good.
We've seen what happens when you try to put female law enforcement officers on the streets and on the border. It doesn't work out very well. We need men.
Go back to abortion.
To protect persons.
Let's talk more about abortion.
Therefore, that's the task.
Let's talk about protecting. Let's talk about COVID for a moment. Female leader.
Man.
Yeah, let's.
Suddenly he throws in COVID into the mix, and it is a little laughable.
Yeah, like what the
are you doing?
hell?
COVID. Okay, sure. Tell me how
Why are
this
you
is
laughing at COVID? Millions of people died of
It
COVID.
had better.
Dude, this can't be real. Dude, this isn't
Liberal
real.
moment.
This is a parody. Is this AI chat? This can't be real.
tie back to feminism.
This is that modality I was describing. It's like, how
Dude.
dare you? How dare you is not an argument.
How dare
Why are you
you?
laughing?
We're debating feminism, and
You
you're
think COVID's
bringing
funny?
up. I think it has nothing to do with feminism.
Okay, well, why don't you
Let's
shut up?
not pretend like conservatives don't do performative outrage all the time. In fact, if I watched this full debate, I'm sure she would do it at some point too. But anyway, it's just it is annoying when libs do this. I don't really know why they still do it. It's like obviously you lose when you do that. It's just annoying.
Finish and make him a sandwich again.
Are
Let
you
me finish.
mad?
Oh my dear, he
so
just told the woman
mad.
to shut up and make a sandwich.
he's turning
while
red.
arguing against misogyny. I guess it's okay when he does it.
The only point that I was trying to make was that women that were in these positions during that time, during COVID, saved lives, and they did a better job than men.
Dude, he looks like a little goblin, doesn't he? Like, dude.
The worst part about this, I wish I could debate her. Because that woman is so fucking gross. She's a disgusting little cretin. I fucking hate her. If I saw her on the bottom of my shoe, I'd go, ugh. That's what I'd do. Alright, and anyway. This is the same woman that was talking about how, like, I and all other men my age need to go die for Israel because women are, like, perfect little women or whatever.
He looks
They
like a little
can't do it.
hobgoblin.
Time during COVID,
Jeez.
saved lives,
He's
and
so
they did a better
mad.
job than men.
How do you know the women did a better job than men? What are you basing that on? What are you comparing it to? How do you know what job the men would have done?
So let me ask you a question. Do you want us to look like a third world country? Is that what you want?
What?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
You don't want that. Okay.
Explain.
Well,
I think in his mind, he genuinely thinks like, yeah, I've got her right where I want her.
Yeah.
women shouldn't be doing these specific things.
What
I don't
did
want
I
to look
do?
like.
What specific
I don't
things
want to
did
look
I
like
say?
Afghanistan. You are pushing.
didn't say that.
You are pushing a narrative.
So it's either progressive liberal enlightenment or it's Sharia law in Afghanistan.
Then it just falls apart.
You've spent all the time
In your
talking
book-
about Trump
in your
and
book-
COVID and all kinds
Well,
of
yeah,
other
because I
stuff.
gave you examples of women in government that
And
I
you've
thought did a
still
good
not
job.
made a single compelling
Actually,
I mean,
did save lives.
unironically, like, if you were to go back, like, you know, if we were to regress society by, like, 150 years, not even, okay, like 110 years, it would unironically be worse for women than Sharia law. Because, like, Sharia, at least, women can go outside with men, right? They can, at least they can, like, advocate within their home, right, for, like, what they want to do during the day. Like, oh, yeah, like, let's go eat here or something, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Like, women in America couldn't do that. Their husband would be like, shut up, bitch. Bah! Backhander. Okay, not in my house. You talking back to me?
There's another example.
Yeah,
Obviously,
always
you don't care about saving lives.
Did you say in your book that my
This like guys, you know what this reminds me of? You guys remember, I think I care more about life than you do. You just don't care about life. Kind of reminds me of that. Oh man.
Cyrus, Cardi B, Katy Perry, Beyonce, because they stick their tongue out, they're invoking some Hindu goddess. And
Yeah, I had it like a debate. I had a
Yeah,
debate
it
like a couple
sucked.
weeks ago, and the person said that I just don't care about life and that they care more.
Yeah, it was like a month ago. And you can actually check out my video about it. It was pretty funny. It was a pretty funny debate. The person that Leaflet does this thing that a lot of conservatives do, where they find the dumbest people imaginable to debate them, right? To have a discussion with. Okay, famously, conservative commentators, they do this all the time. Okay, unfortunately, this person was not really equipped to have a discussion about abortion, but she did better with the trans stuff.
More than I do, and
I'll
I was
give her
like,
that.
okay.
And then he just takes a sharp right turn into Hindu gods or something and women sticking their tongues out. I don't know.
I didn't say that.
In your book,
It
you were
doesn't
talking
say
about
that.
invoking the Hindu goddess
Let me
because they
ask
stick
you
their tongue
something.
out.
Did you read the book?
That must mean I want to kill men too. I
Did
don't
you
know.
read the book? Because you said you weren't.
I read excerpts of the book. Sure,
Yeah,
sure,
ChatGPT.
sure.
Because that's not what I said.
Now we take a left turn
Dang.
to the Bible. Why? Well, let's see.
You believe in the Bible, right? And God killed 2.4 million people in the Bible. Is that oppressive? I don't know.
I believe in Orthodox Christianity, and I'm not going to get into a Bible
Of
debate
course
with
you're
you
not.
because
Of
it's
course you're not.
beyond the scope of this.
So
this
we
discussion.
only got a couple minutes
Show
left
me
here.
where. So do you have an argument? Tell me how feminism has improved the lives of women and children when I just opened with all these statistics.
Here's your argument because I want to move on.
Statistics. tell me how feminism has improved the lives of women when all it did was allow them to vote and also open their own bank accounts and not be slaves to their husband and have a career and a job and yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, oh, look at the rates, the suicide rates. Ah. Yeah, I don't know, but yo, women's lives were so much better when we lobotomized them. That was, yo, famously, women had much better lives when that was going on.
You used 20 minutes ago. It's retarded.
And he still has not made any actual
really good
arguments. Now, Rachel has brought statistics, logical points, historical facts, and when presented
this is like when you have a freaking pigeon, and you can't, they're not playing the same game, right? This is why now, whenever I have to deal with these people, I'm just like,
you have a freaking pigeon? Wait, what?
Logical points, historical facts, and when presented
this is like when you have a freaking pigeon, and you can't, they're not playing the same game.
What is going on, man? Did everybody wake up and drink stupid juice? Everyone in this video? What's going on? Like, but it's like when you have a pigeon. What?
Right. This is why now, whenever I have to deal with these people, I'm just like, okay.
This is how Brian responds.
Okay, leave.
So there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems in this country. I think we all know. Okay, there's a lot of.
You didn't answer the question.
I'm finished. Hold on. We have 3 minutes left here. I'm talking about your ideology and the reason why. I think you've made it very clear to everybody what your ideology is. I think it's very clear what you think women should be doing. Listen, as I've said.
Having families with good men who protect them and take care of them, yes, I think that's great.
And what if a woman?
Are you against that?
Absolutely not.
And this is where things kind of go off the rails. I'm sure he thinks this is a winning strategy, but it backfires.
Sure.
But there are women out there, 30s, 40s, that haven't found the right man.
Well, is it that they haven't found the right man, or is it that they've been through about 50 men and haven't wanted to lock any of them down?
You shouldn't talk about yourself like that, Rachel.
I've been with a handful, like less than 5, so.
Don't go down this road, Brian. This is a mistake.
No.
Ooh, wait, how many kids you got? Wait, how many baby daddies you got?
Without feminism, you would not have been allowed to break up with those men, right? Would you agree with that?
I didn't.
You weren't married to any other men?
I was, but I didn't initiate
100 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to divorce them, right?
I didn't divorce them. I was abandoned by an abusive person.
Okay, so 100 years ago, you wouldn't have been able to.
Yes.
You wouldn't have been able to be abandoned 100 years ago, okay?
You would have. I just told you that in the year 1900.
No, 100 years ago, she wouldn't have been able to get out of an abusive relationship herself. Right? And these men who could entrap her may have done that. Okay, yes, they left her in the today time. But back then, you don't know, because the options were different. That's actually a legitimate point. Like, okay, you were in these abusive relationships. Do you want to go back to a time where you would have been stuck in these relationships had you have wanted to leave? She's like, no, I wouldn't have wanted that. I would have wanted to stay with them. Oh, okay. All right, for sure. For sure, dude.
55,700.
Completely missing the point on purpose.
So yes, I would have. And by the way, one more thing.
Disagree.
I would be able to be here without feminism. This is a very stupid, silly rebuttal. Yes, Mary Wollstonecraft. Yes, the anti-suffragists were having public debates against suffragists in 1848. You dumbass.
We're now reaching the end, and still Brian has not made any arguments that I can observe.
Well, like, every time I see this is the guy that's always on the Warren videos, right? Like, this is the guy that's always debating against, like, Warren, right? Yeah, this guy's not great.
Yeah, so
we really do have to transition. I hate to do it, but we do have to, as we are limited on time, as we've already gone.
Call me a dumbass, but okay, go ahead.
For the cross.
Wait. He's complaining about her calling him a dumbass when he's been calling her shit the whole time, and he's like bringing up like her past like relationships. Like, what is this guy? Like, what is this guy? No, this.
I mean, he didn't call her names. I think it's frivolous too. Okay, I wouldn't give a fuck if I were debating someone and they called me dumb. Like, all right, okay. Well, I think you're dumb. I think you're a dumbass. How about that? I'd be like, source? So what is your source for calling me a dumbass? What is your source? Okay, but seriously, like, that's not the same thing. He was making a point. Okay, there is no point to calling someone a dumbass. When he brought up her past relationships, right, that is personal, right? That is kind of, like, should you bring that up? But he was making a larger point, okay? Not a very cohesive one, but still, like, there was something there. So it wasn't just personal. Like, it ties back to what they were talking about.
This guy opens up, like, hard at hominem. This guy opens up incredibly, incredibly hostile, incredibly, like, trying to, really hurt her. Like, really trying to, like, dig as deep as he can.
Oh, yeah. And, like, actually, yeah, he was just twisting the knife, wasn't he? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. See, if you really wanted to twist the knife, you would have been like, you whore, you bitch whore, you had, You have a bunch of baby daddies because you couldn't keep it in your pants because you were just whoring around. That's an ad hom.
Like, and he's gonna be.
He didn't do an ad hom.
And Rachel did a good job of summarizing this entire interaction in her closing argument.
Don't be a male feminist like this. Don't be this emotionally incontinent.
Beta.
Going all over on a tangent.
Loser.
Unable to control your emotions.
Zero control.
Just spewing and vomiting emotional appeals to people in the middle of a professional debate, bringing up dead children, bringing up your abusive ex-husband. Be the kind of person who can actually handle getting up here and having an argument, making an argument, sticking to the topic, controlling yourself. And the fact that I, a housewife from the Midwest with no college degrees, no professional training, am better able than him to do that just shows you this is the kind of men that feminism has produced, and this is why society is all messed up.
Damn. Like annihilated, dude. That was actually one of the biggest debate owns I've seen. Like that was rough. That was brutal. So you're telling me there's more to this?
Brian Shapiro has requested that I make a public apology. And then I get an email saying make a public statement.
Wait, when I think back to the worst debate owns for the left, I think back to like Destiny and Ben Shapiro. Like that shit had my blood boiling, man. Maybe it's just because I knew the two of them so well. Like, who the fuck knows this guy? Who is this guy again? I forgot his name. The redhead? Why is he LARPing as like a real Irishman? He's like, look at the Irish!
Addressing
look at the Irish!
Stage, or I won't have you on next Friday. And I said, Brian, I thought you wanted me to address this publicly. Wouldn't it be good to do it on the show? All of this began when I titled a YouTube video, Brian Shapiro gets laughed off stage.
Why would you mock me for people laughing when you don't even know
what you were saying on stage was ridiculous.
I think the things you say in your videos are ridiculous.
I'm not complaining about it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm telling you why I am, because I think you're very dishonest.
Because Brian claims, no, I wasn't laughed off the stage physically. I was laughed at while on stage, Warren.
Wait, what?
So I'll answer that, but I'll start by saying this. I don't know what's so funny.
And you know what? He's right. Fair enough. It's an expression, though. He was not physically laughed off the stage. He was laughed at while on stage. There you go, Brian.
And I've never had this conversation with anybody before. It came to my attention that I was just going to show up there to be the villain. And that's exactly what I was. I don't regret it. I made money. In fact, I've never been...
So you got paid going there to play the villain? You were playing a role for money? He claims he knew he was going to lose. This was all...
Wait, did he literally pull the, well, I wasn't really trying? This is like when you're losing, like you're playing like a game of like Dota or League, and like you're about to get racks, and you're like, I wasn't even trying, bro.
Calculated, and he did so because he was paid to play the villain.
Yeah.
You're calling me manipulative and dishonest for my YouTube title.
You think that's manipulative? I didn't say
what?
it.
And like you're about to get racks, and you're like, I wasn't even trying, bro.
Calculated, and he did so because he was paid.
Nah, it wasn't really sour grapes. I don't agree with that.
You think that's manipulative? I didn't say anything.
I don't, dude. You can do whatever you want. If you want to make me, that's fine. It's just a little hypocritical.
Hold on. It's not hypocritical at all. I'll tell you why.
He claims I told them I couldn't debate feminism, but they offered me money, so I accepted it. He described himself as low-hanging fruit.
But she goes after low-hanging fruit. She goes after people that are not professional debaters, people that are professionals when it comes to the feminism.
She's a housewife that didn't go to college.
Debate.
What do you want, bro?
Wait, I don't get it. Is college like pointless, useless, woke mind washing, or is it like, or does it, or does it make you a better debater? Right? What is it? I don't understand. Like conservatives, they're constantly doing this duality thing. It makes no fucking sense, man. Like, make me understand. Is college woke brainwashing? Or does it give you some legitimacy? Does it give you some skills?
Before the debate, I told them. So I was happy to go out there and still do my best.
You're kind of like you're insulting yourself.
No, I'm not.
I think we should debate anyone that wants. You're calling yourself low-hanging fruit, Brian. You're admitting you're low-hanging fruit, which I agree.
So let me before you become more condescending and be a jerk.
This guy is so offended. The dude. Man, dude, these turbo, dude, this is so sad. Like honestly, like when I see it, I just think it's so sad. Like it's just like it's just being offended. It's like perpetually being offended.
Let me just explain to you what I mean by that. Okay, you're not smart enough to understand. So let me just put it in context to you, because again, you're not smart enough to understand this.
It seems like this guy, he claims offense. He claims offense at like any slight against him, but he goes freaking hard on the other person. Yeah, he constantly talks down on people, constantly talks shit, and then the instant he gets any of it back into his face, he crashes out.
Claim someone is a jerk and then just throw insults at them. The logical dynamics are so contradictory.
Because I knew that they want clicks, and I'll still speak my mind, right? I think she's a despicable human being, her and her husband, and I just had fun with it, and it's cool, and you guys can clip farm it. It doesn't bother me at all.
This struck me. Like, really? This doesn't bother you? All the evidence of what I'm seeing indicates the opposite.
Yeah.
Clearly bothers you, Brian.
Dude, the way he said that's so cold, like leaning on his freaking hand like that, and he just said, "Oh my god, dude."
What I'm seeing indicates the opposite. clearly bothers you, Brian.
Are you my therapist now, Warren? Are you my
I've been
therapist?
ranting about it for like 20 minutes.
I haven't been ranting about it for 20 minutes.
Okay,
You
you
came on about 25 minutes ago. We've been talking about this.
You see what I mean? Okay, 25 minutes ago. In your world, that would be a lie to you. I said 20 minutes, not 25, and you literally point that out as though you're making a point.
We've been talking about this debate for 20 minutes, really? That long?
I don't know what the point is
Wait,
here.
what?
You literally point that out as though you're making a point.
We've been talking about this debate for 20 minutes, really? That long?
I don't know what the point is here.
Okay, maybe we can go back and take a look at that. Okay, maybe we can go back and take a look at that. I'm trying to explain to
the
you,
time
Warren.
that has transcended is not accurate. It's not 20 minutes.
Very boring, Warren, very boring. My point is you're a bad guest. But anyway, moving on.
Because you came on 25 minutes ago, there's no way I could be ranting for 20 minutes. No, it's closer to 10 minutes.
I brought up COVID, and the reason why I brought it up was for that reason to show
Dude, he's
statistics.
like, dude, Warren is so checked out now.
And it's been proven. I believe it was a Johns Hopkins. No, it wasn't Johns Hopkins, but it was another study that came out that showed that women that were in leadership positions in the world, in politics, did a better job in saving lives.
The more I've thought about this, the less sense it makes. You're trying to claim there are single individual women who specifically saved more lives than any comparable male. Where are you getting this from?
That's why I brought up COVID. Is that hard for you to
I
understand?
just think that's such a stupid strategy. How would you even begin to
Yeah.
conduct that study? It just doesn't make sense to me.
You just said I randomly brought up COVID just to bring it up, but you didn't put any context.
I think it's a really weird thing to bring up, like you just did. I would say, yes, that's a weird strategy. It's very random. Then we move to Rachel Wilson and Andrew Wilson. The fact that Brian Shapiro.
Globally, women made up 70% of healthcare workforce, including nurses, aides, technicians, 90% of long-term care workers, a majority of public health workers, a majority of teachers who kept essential services running. These roles involve direct exposure, long hours, and high emotional labor. Women carried a disproportionate share of the life-saving labor. Female-led countries did show better outcomes early on. This got a lot of attention in 2020. New Zealand, Germany, Taiwan, they locked down earlier, they communicated more clearly, have lower early mortality rates, but these countries already had strong public trust and robust public health systems. So, basically, what he's saying is correct. It's just that it's not because like women are more smarter or women care more. It's because they are in these jobs. They are in these positions to save people, to save lives during a global pandemic. Okay, they were. That's why. And it's a good point. It is. Like, because like these people are always saying like women shouldn't be in like high stakes roles, and clearly they can perform well in these roles. COVID was probably the first pandemic where women were at the forefront, right? Where women were doing the protecting. Okay, they were, and they did a great job. Because look, we're in 2026 now, and we've bounced back completely from COVID. Like, it's just, at this point, it's like it never happened. Alright, rest in peace to all that we lost back then. I'm not trying to erase that. But, like, economically, and, like, just population-wise, right? Like, people are not, they don't be having COVID anymore.
Told her numerous times to shut up and go make a sandwich on stage, which caused people to laugh at him.
Do you have an
Well, I
argument?
was going to say, just be quiet. Make Andrew a sandwich and be
Wow.
quiet. So,
That's pretty misogynistic.
because I believe her husband is a misogynist piece of crap
Wait.
based on a lot of statements that
Man, this is like
He
some next
is.
level unawareness, dude. Like just lack of awareness.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I think, he just is. Okay, that's not a good reason to tell it, like, that's not a... Like I said, like when you make a misogynistic joke, right? If you like do a ironic misogyny, right, to be funny, you need to have a reason. Like, you need to have a point. That's not a reason, right? Oh, your husband is misogynistic. Well, no shit. Yeah, wow. And I like it how he says, I think he's misogynistic. Really? Really, you think?
he is a misogynist.
crazy.
Okay? So if I think somebody is a misogynist, which by the way I am not, and the only time I've ever used that phrase ever to a woman, ever in my life, on or off the air, public or private, is to Rachel, is because I'm putting in
You
the
think that's
context.
a smart strategy to do?
I
To
don't-
consider yourself
I don't care.
anti-misogyny?
Okay, so let's talk about
Do that
strategy.
on stage?
Let's talk
You see
about
why that
strategy.
might backfire?
To people like you because you're ignorant, but I will explain to you strategy. Let me
Look at the chat. Look at the chat. Warren Smith oozes stupidity. Look at the chat, man. The guy debating Warren is a
true.
glass cannon. He attacks and attacks, but any pushback he shatters. You know.
to people like you because you're ignorant, but I will explain to you strategy. Let me explain something.
I will admit I failed to understand the strategy.
You couldn't find somebody that's more biased than you.
It's funny because
It's like, yeah. I don't get it.
really thinks he's...
Dude, I hate this shit, dude. They're just lapping this up, man. It's a wash. I mean, how pathetic can you be, man?
So in
What
the
the
2 years
hell?
you've done YouTube videos, you can't name me one 10-minute video you've done where you've criticized the right for anything for the entire 10
Oh,
minutes.
that's not true. No, I criticized Tim Pool. You just said he was on the right. And I should clarify, I didn't criticize Tim Pool. I just analyzed the conversation he had with Andrew Wilson. But look how Brian responds to this.
So you criticized him because it was personal.
No, because I saw logical flaws in his argument.
So other than somebody that you don't like,
What makes you say I don't like Tim Pool? I've never spoken to Tim Pool.
now I'll
is-
have to take a look
that
at
is
video. In the 2 years you've done
criticism,
YouTube,
though.
have you made any videos criticizing anybody else on the right? Like a politician, not a talk show host, but like any politicians at all? Have you done like a 10-minute video in the 2 years you've done YouTube?
Hell
criticizing
no.
anybody
These
on the right?
guys don't talk about politicians. The fuck? No, not unless they're woke. If they're not woke, they don't exist, right? Or if they're not like a Democrat, at least. Usually they don't make it on the radar, though. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, if you aren't criticizing Trump, if you aren't a woke tard, they don't care. Okay, la 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 la, they don't give a fuck. Okay, you just can't do woke shit.
Yeah, Ted
That's
Cruz.
it.
He just kind of looks down and tries to find a way out of this. That's one that comes to mind.
So Tim Pool, and do you remember what that Ted Cruz video was about?
Israel.
Every weekday at
About
noon
Israel.
on
What did Ted Cruz say about Israel that you disagree with?
The hell is that?
That's a technical thing. Sorry about that. What was it about Ted Cruz that
He was talking as though he was claiming that the justification for the actions, I think it was supporting Israel based on his biblical interpretation.
Okay, so Warren, what do you think about opening up the phone lines? Do you like to agree to do
Happy
that?
to, man.
Okay, great. I don't know. You might get laughed off the stage. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. Then Brian opened up.
I love how chill, dude. I love how chill Warren is, dude. Warren's the best, man. Dude, I actually like him so much. Honestly, I have to say, I think Warren's my favorite. I think Warren is like my top favorite, like kind of logical thinker debater, like of all time. Like he's the fucking best. He's just like so chill.
I don't know. You might get laughed
He's
off
like,
the stage. I hope
yeah.
That's fine. Then Brian opened up the phone lines as though he was expecting this would be some kind of gotcha. And he got this part backfired.
and I want people to call into the show and ask Warren a free-for-all. So that's what we're going to do. Warren has agreed to it. I asked him first because I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. But please don't laugh him off the stage. Again, that number's
Fine
call.
if you want to call and laugh.
Yeah, don't laugh him off the stage because he might get banned and he might put a
But
video
you're
on.
clearly bothered by that. Don't act like you're not bothered by that.
No,
Keep
it's
doing
not. It's not that it's bothered. It's that you just say things that are just factually inaccurate and you don't care. You keep it up.
I already made a public apology. You weren't literally laughed off the stage. You were laughed while on stage. You were laughed at while on stage. It just doesn't quite have the same ring to it for your YouTube channel.
This is so.
If that's what
This is so petty, man. Like this, like distinction is so petty.
affects you so much. I own that. He was not laughed off the stage. He was laughed at while on
another
stage.
part. It's
Brian
another-
got me, everybody.
I've been really wanting to watch the show, and everybody's got their own style. Okay, so but I've been wanting to watch the show all week. And Brian's been talking about how he's gonna rip you a good one, you know, like a new one and all that, all week long, and then you're gonna be done with all this. I gotta tell you, man, you held your own, brother. I mean, you know, when people are angry, they control you, and I think that was happening here, you know, and you held your own. So that's all I want to say to you, brother.
You have a fan,
I
Warren.
appreciate that. Thank you. That means a
Yeah,
lot.
you have a Warren Smith.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of yours. I mean, but you know, you got your own style, you know. So,
Some people like to lie on YouTube with titles and stuff, and Warren's very good at that. All right, thank you for the call, sir.
Dude, this guy's such a petty asshole, and like Warren's just taking it. This guy, a freaking endless nine, man. Like he's literally just sitting there tanking all of it, like no fucks given, dude. What a legend, dude.
Yeah, because it's awesome. It's awesome for him. What do you mean? Like, of course. Of course, this guy is a fucking... He's a clown show. I don't know. Look, if you're a fan of this motherfucker on the right, orange beard man, who the fuck is this? I still don't know. Brian Shapiro, my bad. Brian Shapiro. If you're a fan of Brian Shapiro, I don't know why. But, you know, there you go, I guess. He sucks. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're thinking. If you're a fan of his, that's crazy.
Like actually, what a legend! Like the level of like control that he has is crazy.
Do you have any like meditation
Yeah,
practice
Giga Chad actually.
or really?
I love this, by the way. Like this is so fucking peak. Like this is such peak like a show of like Warren's character, and like it inspires me honestly. This is so inspirational.
Think that allows you that to you know have the kind of patience you do to endure this kind of interview?
Jesus. Warren, hang on one second. Caller, you're the one that is listening to this show. You're the one that decided to use your little Trump fingers to call into the show. So now, what do you do to meditate? Because nobody's forcing you to listen to the show and call in.
Dude, this guy's such a bad person. Like actually, this guy's such an ass. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it. He just seems like such a shithead.
Well, honestly, it's been a really good.
I mean, he's an internet personality. You never know.
Physiognomy. What is that? Face studies? Is that real? Physiognomy? What is that? Like the shape of?
I try not to judge people that make content, you know, personally, because you don't know what they're like in real life. They might be completely different. That being said, you're probably right, Leaflet, and I certainly do judge Leaflet. I certainly do personally judge her. For sure. Like, I know she's a shitty person in real life.
This makes you dumb or something?
I'm sure of it.
I don't know what that is. He's saying that he's evil because of the way he looks. It's weird.
To just
Is that weird? I don't know.
It's been an exercise for you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've noticed myself just kind of be more confused rather than anything.
Well, I can understand that. I can understand why you would be confused when the one question you ask Warren is, do you
Every time you use a curse word, catches me off guard. Bro.
meditate? That's a very normal question to answer. But thank you for the engagement and thank you for calling in. And I'm glad I got you to exercise because it wouldn't surprise me if you were another one of those MAGA supporters that have the physique of a Donald Trump.
This guy's such a dick. Jeez. You know what's funny is like when you see leftists on TV and stuff like that, like they at least kind of try to not be dickheads. Whereas like when you see them online, like in text, like on X or anything like that, they act openly like dickheads. This guy is like, he doesn't know the difference. You know what I mean? Like he's like text debating people on X, but like himself, like in the open, like on camera. You know, that's what it feels like, man.
All right, well, that was nice, I guess. Brian Shapiro, fuck you, man. You suck. Boo.